Crafters, this is Colette. Today I'm going to show you a really cool technique for creating your own coloured backgrounds using Kaisercraft mists. It's a beautiful shimmery look and you can create the colours that you want for your projects by dictating what kind of mists you actually use. So let me show you how I've created these. So I have here a sheet of white smooth Kaisercraft card. This works really well with this technique, and I'm just going to spritz on some mist. So this is a lime green, but of course you can really have fun playing with the colours and choose colours that are going to suit your project. So you can see I'm being quite generous with my spritzing, and that's important for this technique. I'm using some of the gorgeous turquoise. This is one of my favourite colours here. Again, just being really generous, spritzing that on. And now I'm going to go for a little bit of the aqua. Again, shaking that up. Shaking it up because I want all that shimmery goodness to come out on my project. Now if you're using this as a scrapbooking background, you want to make sure you get right up the edges, but I'm going to be using this for some card making projects, and I'm going to finish off with splashes of yellow. I love to put a bit of yellow in the project. It just livens it all up and gives it a really nice look. Ooh, that's going to look gorgeous. And because I've got white here, because I'm getting excited with all these colours, I'm going to put a little bit of white in to get a bit more interaction there. So that's all looking really nice, really juicy. Colours, I'm happy with that. And what I now need to do is to get some Glad wrap. So this is the stuff you buy at Woolies or Coles or in your local supermarket. So you just need to tear off enough to cover your project. And you're going to get the Glad wrap and straighten it all out, which can take a little bit of time. And we're just going to lay that down over our paper. All right, and then we're going to smooch it up a little bit, you know, just wriggle it around a little bit. Now, if you find that, you know, if you were doing this for a scrapbook page, you can see there's some little areas here that haven't quite got as much mist on. So what you can do, you could just gently lift that back up if you wanted and go back in and give it a little bit of love with a bit more mist. There you go. And you could do that around the other sides. But as I said, I want this for cards, so it's not important to me that this gets everywhere. So once you've done that, you're going to set that aside for about 10 minutes or until it's dry. So I'll check back in with you in a minute. This month Kaisercraft have actually released a beautiful range of decorative dies and stamps. Now they are very intricate in their design and you could have a lot of fun colouring these, but I thought how beautiful these would look with my new decorative paper. So just to show you some of the ones, you've got the feather, an adorable little fox here. We've got a very lovely heart, a little rabbit, beautiful butterfly, and of course the elephant. So you saw earlier in my intro how I actually use these in the card. So that's the butterfly, and you can see with the butterfly you've got these inner dies, and that allows you to give a bit of a 3D element by popping up the inner areas. And that was my elephant one that I did, and again you can see how I've popped him up, and I've used my decorative paper there for this particular card. So let me just show you how you can use these to cut out. So basically you need to first stamp up. Some people go ahead and cut with the stamp and die sets first. I like to just stamp them up. I just find it nice and easy. So here's the elephant stamp. So just positioning him here. And I'm using Kaiser Craft's black ink pad to liberally stamp up this little guy. Okay. Now I've missed a bit here, come out now because I'm using the little Stampaholic, which I absolutely love. It means I can go again and get those places, and also it enables me to make my stamping that much darker. Yeah, so you can see now that he's stamped up really nice. In fact, actually his eyes, I've missed his eyes a little bit, so I'm going to go in again. I'm just going to ink up his eyes, and this time I'm going to close it up and I'm going to press down on his eyes. Oh my goodness, what a difference. So you can see how beautiful now, how lovely he's actually come out, and his eyes are absolutely perfect. So that's him stamped up. Next thing is to actually die cut him. So I'm using the Go Cut and Emboss, which is an Australian machine. Absolutely love this machine, guys. It's really, really good. So here's my elephant. He goes down, and here is the die. So just popping the die on top, and I just have, actually before I do that, I have to tell you, you must heat set your ink. So what I would normally do, and I haven't got my gun to hand here, I just a minute with the heat gun, or you can hold it over a toaster, because it's gone on to all that kind of inked up paper. I'm sure if I did this, oh, that's not too bad actually. Oh, the Kaiser one is pretty good. I've used other ink pads and the ink has come off. On the Kaiser one it hasn't done that, so that's a bonus. But by heat setting the other ink pads, that ink won't come off. And you do that before you pass it through your die, because you'll get all this ink on here otherwise. So popping the die down on top, and then to keep that in place, just a little bit of washi tape or printed tape, and then we're going to just run that through the machine. And this little Go Cut is probably one of the best cutters, I think, for me. Then I've used a lot of machines. It just cuts them beautifully. Okay. So popping him out, and there I have my absolutely lovely, lovely elephant in all his glory and all his detail. So what I would then do is stamp another one, and then put that on the machine. And with the elephant, we actually get the dies for his trunk and for some of his crowns and adornments. So you would go ahead on your second stamped image and stamp those out in the same way, and then you just use some foam dots to pop those up, and that will give you a really nice clean card. So with the cards itself, you can see I've just scored just around the whole card twice, and then I have put down my, this case, the butterfly flat, and I've put the stamp that accompanies these down the side, or with the elephant just here on the bottom. Now a couple of people have said And how do you store your stamp and die set? So I thought I'd quickly show you that as well. My little table's getting a little bit messy here. But what I have is one of the Craft album books, the Captured Memories ones. And inside I have the pockets, and you can see I keep the stamps and the related dies down here at the bottom. So again, stamps and dies. And as you look through here, you'll find that as we go along. So the stamps and the coordinating dies, and that works really well for me. I'm sure you'll have a system, but if you haven't, this is a great one. And I'm about to start my second one of these folders, so I'm going to start labeling this up. And because I'm acquiring a few of them, I might actually start to put dividers in here too. Okay, I'm going to just check on my original paper now and see how that's gone. The piece that I did earlier, it's not quite dry, but night is coming and it's going to get a bit dark for filming, so I'm just going to reveal this in all its glory. So it's nearly dry, so it will be fine. So I'm just going to take away the Glad wrap, and you can see, wow, that looks awesome. You can see that beautiful printed paper that we have now to play with. It's very shimmery. Actually, it's just stunning. There's so many possibilities with these. So I hope you have a go. It's a great way to use those beautiful mists from Craft, and it's certainly a great way to use with the new die and stamp sets from Craft. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out my blog and to subscribe to my video channel, or my YouTube channel, and I look forward to speaking to you next time. Thanks for now. Bye bye.